Hello students, welcome back to your computer online class. So students, I think so everyone is fit and fine. Everyone is learning the answers that I am giving in your online classes. Everyone must learn the answers and must be very attentive while doing this online classes because it's very important from the point of your exam. And whatever notes that you are getting, you can't store it, okay? Because you know that your half-yearly exams are knocking at the door. So, whatever classes or whatever answers that I am giving you through your online classes, you must learn all those answers. So, now let us come to the main topic. We was in our chapter number 5 and the name of the chapter was Introduction to Visual Basic. So students, in my last class I have explained you how we can place control on the forms. How we can place control on the forms. As well as I have given you the answer of how we can, the two methods of placing control on the form. I think so no doubt regarding my previous class. So today we can proceed to the next topic, that is your working with variables. How we can work with your variables. Okay, how we can work with your variables. Now before starting this paragraph, first you must need to know what do you mean by variables. So students, what do you mean by variables? Variables are the areas of computer memory allocated to hold data. You can say that variable has the capacity of holding data. Variable is the area of a computer memory that holds your data. Clear? So, what is variable? Variable is a area, or you can say it's the area of a computer memory where we can hold the data. Clear this much? So now let's come to the paragraph. Variables are the areas of computer memory allocated to hold data. You have already used variables in Small Basic. Now let us see how to work with variables in Visual Basic. Table 5.1 shows some examples of valid and invalid variable names. So here you can say that variables are the areas of computer memory which has the capacity to hold data. And here look at the table, look at the figure 5.1. This is a table of valid variables name and invalid variable names. Valid, you can say valid variable names means which exist for a long period of time. And invalid means it is your temporary. Okay, invalid it means it's your temporary. It is not going to be same throughout your life. Okay, it is not going to be same throughout your entire life. Now you see here what's written here in valid variable name: simple interest, employee's name and number 1. So here num1 it means your number 1. So here in valid variable name there will be a simple interest SI, then employee's name, okay, then the third one will be number 1. And in invalid variable name, it means that it is going to be changed. It is temporary. It is not your permanent. So here it will be your student's name, then second term and paper 1. Clear? Clear this much? Only you need to know here what do you mean by variables. So you can say that variables are the areas of computer memory that has the capacity to hold data. Clear? Then you will get here variable names. You can say these are certain rules of your variable names in Visual Basic. Here you will get some rules of your variable names in your Visual Basic. So you see the first one. A Visual Basic variable name must be less than 255 characters. So here variable must be less than 255 character. It must not be more than 255 characters. For example, it cannot be your 256 character or it cannot be your 260 characters. It must be less than 255 characters. Clear? A Visual Basic variable name should not contain space or periods. So here this variable name should not contain any sort of space. Means when you are writing any sort of characters, when you are writing any sort of characters, okay, when you are typing any sort of characters, there must not be any sort of gap or any sort of space or periods. Period means what? Any sort of dot, double dot, single dot, anything. Then the last one is a variable name must not begin with a digit. Means here the variable names must not start with any sort of number. It must not start with your whole number 0. Okay, it must not start with your odd, even, whatever. It must not start with any sort of number. It will start with your what? It will start with your alphabets. Okay, clear this much? This much is clear to you? I think so. Variable and variable name is clear to you. Now students, you take out your copy. As I have explained you this too, I want to give you 2 answers. So everyone take out your computer copy. Be fast. Everyone is taken out. Write today's date at the top corner of your page. You are going to continue from the same page where you have stopped in my last class. So students, write the question I will dictate. What do you mean by variables? What do you mean by variables? In Visual Basic, what do you mean by variables in Visual Basic? variables. What do you mean by variables in Visual Basic? Visual, B capital, VISUAL, Visual Basic, BASIC, Visual Basic, B capital, B capital. Written, give a question mark. Now for the answer you write, in Visual Basic, V capital, VISUAL, Visual Basic, B capital, BASIC, in Visual Basic, comma, in Visual Basic, comma, variables are the areas of computer memory. Variables are the areas of computer memory allocated, ALLOCATED, allocated to hold data, allocated to hold, HOLD, hold data, DATA. Written, I am repeating again. What do you mean by variables in Visual Basic? What do you mean by variables in Visual Basic? Answer. In Visual Basic, variables are the areas of computer memory allocated to hold data, allocated to hold data. ALLOCATED, allocated to hold data. HOLD, hold data, DATA. Then you write the next question. Mention the rules. Mention the rules. RULES. Mention the rules of variable names. Mention the rules of variable names in Visual Basic. In Visual Basic. Again I am repeating. Mention the rules of variable names. Variable, variable names. NAMES, variable names. In Visual Basic. VISUAL, Visual Basic. BASIC, full stop. Then you write the answer. The rules for variable names. The rules for variable names. In Visual Basic, the rules for variable names in Visual Basic. V capital, B capital. Visual Basic. In Visual Basic are. Give a hyphen. Then you will write, give a hyphen. In the next line you will write Roman number 1, variable name. Roman number 1, variable name must be less than 255 characters. 255 characters. Variable name must be less than 255 characters. CHARACTERS, characters. Then you will write Roman number 2. Variable name should not contain. Variable name should not contain spaces or periods. Variable name should not contain spaces, SPACES, spaces or periods, PERIODS, periods. Variable name should not contain spaces or periods. Inside the bracket there must be one dot. After writing periods you will give one bracket. Inside the bracket there must be a dot. See in page number 83, you have seen it's written there periods and a dot is there, like that you are going to write. Then the last point, Roman number 3, you will write variable names must not begin. Variable names must not begin. BEGIN, must not begin with a digit. Must not begin with a digit. Must not begin, BGIN, begin with a digit. DIGIT, digit. Written. So I am repeating the question again. Mention the variable names in Visual Basic. Answer. The variable names in Visual Basic are, give a hyphen, Roman number 1, variable names must be less than 255 characters. Number 2, Roman number 2, variable name should not contain spaces or periods. Then Roman number 3, variable names must not begin with a digit. Must not begin with a digit. DIGIT. Clear? Clear to everyone? So students, I have explained you working with variables, what do you mean by variables, example as well as the rules for variable names. So students, what you are going to do, you are going to learn these two answers. One is your what do you mean by variables in Visual Basic, and the next one is your mention the rules of variable names in Visual Basic. These two answers you are going to learn as your homework. Clear? And in my next class I will explain you how we can declare variables, okay, and data types. In my next class I will explain you declaring variables means how we are going to assign variables or declare variables, and types of data. Okay, data types. Clear? So now students, I am concluding my class here. Thank you to all and have a nice day ahead.